Strain is a neon apocalyptic survival game with a strong narrative element. Here's what I've been working on since the last update video. I've added in a few new items, updating some of the crafting recipes, and this is partly related to some of the narrative items that needed to be added in, basically. The placement systems also got a bit of an update. I've balanced basically how things work. So you need to have a floor to build walls, you need to have walls to build a ceiling, that kind of thing. I've also added a few more items into the placement system so that there's a bit more variety of things that you can build. Another thing that's relatively small but maybe worth mentioning is I expanded the multi-interaction quests. So now you may require a certain item to interact with number of different things throughout the city. So for example, you need to reroute electricity, and now you need an insulated screwdriver in order to reroute the different electrical boxes in order to restore power. We now have also a number of ads in the city. This is partly including some of the backers who opted for the tier where they get an ad in the game, as well as ads that basically explain the world that you're living in, and some other ones for fun. A few community members put together a hilarious audio ad for one of the products in the game.
Hey honey, I'm home.
I'm in the kitchen cleaning.
Still? You were doing that when I left for work.
I know, but traditional bleach only kills 99.9% of viruses. And I'm worried about our baby.
You should try using new Scrubette spicy bleach instead.
Spicy bleach?
It has the power of capsaicin to kill that last 0.1%.
And it was so funny that it inspired me to make mugs based on the product. So you can find these Scrubette mugs in the link in the description with our muse Scrubette's permission, of course. Don't actually put bleach in these mugs, and don't drink bleach. I feel like I need to say that just in case, but yeah, don't drink bleach. The combat system has also gotten a few improvements. You may have seen some of them from the last update, where we now have NPCs who follow you around and film the fight instead of helping. It's very realistic. And I've ironed out some of the bugs with that. And we've also added in an element where you can now punch the very annoying NPCs. But you can't harm them too badly, okay? You punch them once, they go running, and that's that. They might yell at you as they run away, but you know, what can you expect?
Nice punch. Too bad it's as weak as your survival skills.
And finally, another big thing I've been working on is the character art. I want to make sure the characters are really cool looking. They're a really important part of the game. I want people to really enjoy interacting with the characters. So I've spent some time not only working on the characters, but working on my skills in general so that I'm up to par with what I'm trying to achieve. I've been doing 20-minute face sculpts to practice with the anatomy. I've been spent some time getting some nice, realistic, low-poly eyeballs that look really good now. And I've also been working on different approaches to hair because there are certain limitations to making it look good in an engine. But I think I finally found a good result, so now it's just a matter of bringing them together and making them look really cool. As I mentioned with the last update, the narrative elements have been added in. I've iterated on that, including things like adding skipping scenes, which is helpful for development process and testing, and it'll be helpful for the player to be able to skip scenes if they need to. I'm continuously adding little details to these scenes. They're coming together, and I'm so excited for you guys to play the game and get to check them out. I've also worked a bit more on the conversation system, so this is relatively complex. Each day there's an opportunity to have a more in-depth conversation with each of the main characters. This will affect your relationship with them as well as your reputation throughout the city. There's also elements like if your stats are low, depending on your relationship with that character, they will either give you a suggestion or an item to help you improve the stat that's low. I've also updated the reputation system to, instead of it just being based on which faction likes you, it's now based on your personality. So there's 5 different stats which you can be on either end of the spectrum for. They're not good or bad, it's just which personality your player embodies, and this affects how the game plays out. It also affects how the different characters see you, so they will prefer to be friends with or support somebody with specific stats that are more likely to be, similar to what they value. Up next, I'll be wrapping up all of the characters and making them look really good. Afterwards, I will be doing some more testing and addressing any bugs that might come up and or UX issues that need to be resolved. I'm excited to see where this will be in the next update, so please don't forget to subscribe if you want to stay updated. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. He's dead, let's rob him.